Essentially, what Compute is, it's a unified app-driven platform for compute management. And as a team, the Compute team has been involved with AWS ever since EC2 was launched in the public domain. In fact, our team members built the simple monthly calculator, which is still live on the AWS site. So we are an advanced technology partners with AWS and also a strategic partner with Cloudability. And we have our offices in Bangalore and the Bay Area today. In terms of the product and the real value proposition, today, if you look at AWS and the compute challenge there, given an application, there are like 16 different AWS regions spread across the globe. Each region has multiple availability zones or AZs, and within each of these AZs, you have 57 different instance types: small, medium, large, and a slew of others. And then you also have different instance categories like on demand, reserved, and spot instances. So given all these options, to run your application in the most optimized way is a complex challenge. And enterprises, and it's not a one time decision, it's like a continuous activity in terms of optimizing it. This is where enterprises find it to be challenging. And that's where compute comes in as a, given your application, compute balances the workload across on demand, reserved, and spot instances across different regions and availability zones and all the 57 instance types to ensure that your compute costs are kept low, like 70 to 80% cheaper, without you having to re-engineer your application and without you having to compromise on your application uptime. So that's the fundamental value proposition of this platform. And this is a dynamic, automated, and frictionless platform. So these are not marketing or sales jargons we are using. So these are all backed by product features. When we say it is dynamic, everything that compute does in terms of its decision making, in terms of moving workloads across different types and AZs, it's all done at real time. It is automated. Once you configure it, everything happens in a completely automated fashion, be it handling failures, responding to certain issues. Everything is automated and it is frictionless. We have a very unique app store driven approach. So we have pre-built connectors or integrations with different AWS services and third party services. So you really don't have to write even a single line of code to get started on the platform. So that's why it's frictionless. And of course, it focuses on cost optimization overall. And when it comes to optimization, there are four key areas that the platform focuses on. First is, of course, cost. So, compute dynamically manages instances and based on their market pricing, based on their availability, on the risks. So, it would actually go and procure and launch instances that are the cheapest at that point in time. So, cost is always a factor that we optimize. Second thing the platform does is on performance. So it automatically analyzes an application and then right sizes it so that you don't end up over provisioning capacity for your applications. So it's got an automatic performance optimization. The third thing it does is around scheduling. So today, a lot of instances, a lot of your applications are need not be running 24/7 like your dev test kind of environments. So this is where the scheduling or the time-based optimization of the platform comes in. So compute has both an instance level and application level scheduler, which will ensure that your applications are running only when they should be running. So it's got the time-based scheduling, which is the third optimization, and finally on availability. So whether it is cost, performance, or time, compute ensures that your availability of the application is never compromised. So it is able to predict and also react to issues in terms of instance availability, in terms of AZ availability, and then ensures that your application is always up and running. So these are the four key areas of optimization via the compute platform. And As I mentioned earlier, we have a app-driven approach. So this is a view of the App Store where you have connectors to different applications. This is only a sample set of the applications that we support. And yeah, our customers consistently see savings between 70 to 85% when they compare it with on-demand costs. This is across the board. And in terms of where would this be relevant, what are those applications which can benefit from compute? Anything that has a compute angle to it. So, be it web applications that are running in auto scaling groups, cloud formation, Terraform, or it could be containers that are running on ECS, Docker, Kubernetes. Or if you want to run load testing using JMeter, or you're running analytics workloads on EMR, or your continuous integration environments. Or it could also be a single instance that you're running from a basic Amazon machine image that can also be run through the platform. Or it could also be batch workloads like video transcoding image processing. Basically, anything that has a compute angle to it is a great candidate to benefit from the compute platform. And yeah, finally, in terms of the pricing model, it's purely based on it's a success-based model. There is no setup cost, there is no subscription cost. It's purely based on the savings that the platform brings to the table. So you only pay on the savings. So we ensure that we win only when you win. So that's kind of the quick intro about the uh, compute platform.
Yeah, Patty, is